everyone, so welcome back to our regular dumpster dive video. And this one, make sure to watch to the end because we do find a couple pretty good items that sold within a few hours of listing, so make sure to check that out. This is another industrial type of dumpster run, so yeah, we've been getting a good amount of scrap and actually a good amount of resellable items too from these dumpsters, and minus the flies that you normally get from the apartment ones. But we will be putting out some more apartment ones too, and we're kind of like trying to mix it up a little bit right now. As I mentioned before, during the summer and when it gets really hot, some of the dumpsters usually have like food items. They tend to get a little stinky. So we kind of mix it up a little bit, but it's been working out really good. My husband's been finding other spots and kind of like keeping an eye on certain dumpsters because it looks like they tend to throw out like similar items or multiple items, and yeah, so it's just been working out like that for us. And we are checking out some places that we can donate. We do like put the bags and all that together like we've shown before. Just have to mention right here, these are really tall dumpsters. Actually, I thought it was in a different video that it was like that, but it's this one right here. So these dumpsters are pretty tall. That's why if you see my husband like trying to get out and falling back in and trying to get out, that's why. So we are, like I mentioned, we are looking for some place to donate some of our stuff, because we usually do that about maybe about twice a month. So we are like checking out different places. So we've been calling around, and yeah, we'll keep you updated with that because we're starting to get a lot to donate. But that's good. I mean, there's always stuff that other people can use, that we might not necessarily need. Maybe we do sell stuff on eBay, and we do keep a few things. I say a few things, but yeah, I have to see, like, after we say we're gonna keep this and this and this, and then we end up like getting some of the stuff out again, and then upgrading or whatever it is. So it's really hard not to become a hoarder when you do this. But I mean, we find really nice stuff, so it's good. I like it. But we also donate, and yeah, that's just something that it's fun, and it's really like it's really nice to be able to find things that are still usable and other people can use. I can't talk. Yeah, it's kind of early right now, but this part right here, if you see the piece that my husband just took, that's actually a good piece of brass. So for like the plumbing kind of fixtures and stuff. So but it was stuck, like it would not come out. So what my husband ended up doing is getting a screwdriver and a hammer and just chipping away at the outside circle part, the ring. That's aluminum, so that was like easier to break through. And once he got that part off, then everything just came out. So we were able to scrap that part. And of course our water bottles. We get pretty good money for cans and bottles out here in California, but we do not get very good prices for steel, which is why we don't take the big bulky items. We don't really have the space for it, and for us it just makes more sense like this. And like these shower doors, they're extruded aluminum, so we get a pretty good amount for those. And this is just a little kind of like demonstration on how my husband takes them out without just breaking the glass and making a mess all over and possibly injuring yourself in the process. But yeah, you just take off the screws and pop it off. It doesn't take too long, and it doesn't make a mess. So, when we do the dumpster dives, we do try to leave it better than how we came to the dumpster. So, yeah, I think that's why, like lately, with these different places, there have been more people like employees or owners of these companies that are out there, and they've actually been pretty good with my husband, like as far as being cool with him going through the dumpsters. So I think they do notice that he usually doesn't make a mess and doesn't mess with the dumpsters. So we have seen some other people that go through the dumpsters, and it's bad how they do it. It's like they throw everything out, and then even we saw these two guys that were just like spray painting the dumpsters, like just making like a mess with it. And I don't know, that was just, we didn't really like that, 'cause, we're trying to do this to make some money too. We have our children, we have our family that we do this for a living, and so we do like to take care of our spots that we go to. And yeah, that one dumpster that the two guys were messing with, they ended up removing that, so we lost that place right there. But it's I think like the other places, they're pretty good with it, so that's nice. And these spring ones, they just pop out like that pretty easy. So that's another good thing. And those are also aluminum, so we do take those, obviously. I just saw something right now that fell in there, but I want to see what it is. Yeah, those ones come off really good. Just, I gotta take the little plastic ends off. But, other than that, you get like the clean aluminum for that once you take it apart. That's a good amount right there. And we have been doing, well, like I said, we have been doing more industrial, so we are taking in a little bit more scrap than we were before. But we are still listing and working on our listing, so yeah, that's why we're also going to be donating a lot too. We're just kind of like going through all our inventory and stuff that we have, and yeah, it's a process, but we love it. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of relaxing. These ones are the acetone, but they're basically full, as you can see in there, so we did take that. In that drawer. And then yeah, so how I mentioned before, well, right now, about stuff that we list and stuff, and this is just kind of an example of some of the things that have sold. Like this part right here with the cooling fans, that was actually given to us. We have like thousands of them, So it's actually a good listing. You know, we have that on eBay and Amazon. And so these two, I believe it's a Lennox iComfort thermostat. Those two were found and they sold really fast. One for $150, one for $80, and they retail for $600. So that was a really good find. And then yeah, this Sporlan refrigerant liquid filter. That one was 2-pack. Well, actually, we found 2. My husband found 2, and they both sold to the same buyer, so that was good. And then this Louis Vuitton and Saint Laurent. They're like the dust bag, like for the purses and stuff. Those ones sold for $40, and we actually put them on our Win It Wednesday, starting at $5, but nobody wanted it. But that's okay. I mean, I knew that they were worth some money, so we just put it up there, you know, to offer it for other people. And then also these vintage sunglasses. They're from the 80s, and they're made in France. They sold for $40, so that was a pretty good find too. I mean, these things, you know, they're just some of the stuff that can sell. And maybe if you're thinking about doing this, then those are just some ideas for you. I mean, it's, you know, we don't sell tons and tons of stuff, but, you know, we just kind of like giving ideas for anybody that is interested. That's a good little chunky piece right there. So, yeah, if you are interested, you know, there are stuff that, you know, can sell. But I'd say, like, with eBay and even Amazon too, but with eBay, like, you have to be, you know, consistent with your listings, and pretty much, you know, you have to have a certain amount too, because only a certain amount, you know, sells, and so you have to keep listing, and things will sell. And that's why we have to, well, I have to go through the inventory and see, like, what we have, and I need to put up some more listings too. We love it. It's interesting. Like this, you know, could possibly be resold. Just, you know, we wash everything, so that will be cleaned up. And then, yeah, we just probably put in a lot together, and I'm sure someone will buy it, and maybe somebody needs it. So that's why, like, even like these kind of dumpsters where it's like industrial stuff and scrap and stuff, there's still items that are able to be resold. There we go. Not bad. And this one will be tested. So FYI, if it does work on the little section 2 but not the bottom, then it needs a new belt. And luckily we find those all the time. So that's another thing that that we might do is, you know, maybe from a cheaper model vacuum, you know, we could take a belt off and put it into something like this that's worth more. And we haven't sold like an actual like full working vacuum, but we are considering it, you know, just because, you know, my husband does find so many vacuums, and, you know, if it's like a good model, you know, we're not gonna be selling like a cheap one and you know, spend more time than it's worth. But if it's a good one and we already have it, you know, it doesn't take up too much space, then it's fine. But we do like to part out also, so it's, I don't know, we're gonna see how that goes, because if you've watched our other videos, I love to part out vacuum cleaner parts. They sell really well. And so this is the one that I mentioned before, and this is the thermostat. So this one sold within a few hours, and we took an offer for $150. It does power on and show the home screen and everything, but because we don't have the equipment to fully test it, we listed it as for parts and repair and not, fully tested. And we did show, in the pictures, like what the screen showed up, what it looked like, and someone made an offer for that within a few hours. And there's actually another one in there, that white one, that was also listed, and someone also made an offer for that 1 minute after the other one. And that one was for $80, because we weren't able to even turn it on to see, so we did list that for parts repair also, and also stated that we weren't able to test it. But yeah, somebody also made an offer for $80 within a few hours and a minute after the other one. So yeah, they both sold, and that was a good sale right there. Not very many things sell that fast, but when it does, that's a good one. Anybody want some donuts? Jab one. But yeah, so we will be adding more videos, so stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching, and we do appreciate it.